Parsons in St. Pete Beach for us this morning, checking in with some businesses as they continue to recover after last year's hurricanes. She's at Joe Mack Gallery.
Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Mariah Harrison in for Charlie Belcher. All morning long, we've been in St. Pete Beach, going up and down Corey Avenue, just talking to the business owners, getting a sense of what it's been like over the past year as they build back, because they definitely have built back and they're ready for you to come and visit. One of the many shops that you can visit here along Corey Avenue is the Joe Mack Studio. I'm here with the artist himself, John McCaskill. Thanks so much for opening the doors, getting the lights all on for us this morning. Stepping in, it's gorgeous in here. Everything we see on the wall, everything made by your hand. There's some really, really great stories behind these pieces. But as Joe kind of takes a look around, I want to talk to you about, I know it's beautiful now, but take us back a year ago, because I know you said some water did get in here after that hurricane season.
That's right. A year ago, it's hard to imagine, based on what it looks like today, what it looked like, but we had water intrusion here. It wasn't terrible like a lot of places, but one of the fortunate things is that I was able to get in the next morning. At 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, we came in and worked all day to clean out what water was left. And also what helped too is a lot of the furniture that I have here is all hardwood. So we were
Talk about this.
Yeah, this is all acacia wood. It was made in Southeast Asia and brought over to Hawaii, where I had my studio before. But this furniture held up very well. Had to replace some of the bottom parts and so on, but we cleaned everything up. We lost about maybe 20% of my artwork. Wow. The stuff that was on the floor that got wet that we had to discard. But overall, we got the fans and dehumidifiers in here, and we were up and running in February.
I mean, it looks really, really great in here. And, you know, we've been looking at some of the pieces that are on the wall. You know, everybody wants to hear about them. So let's talk about this one. So you said you were on a recent trip to Patagonia. That's
correct, yeah. We're down in Patagonia in February, and this piece was inspired by that trip, in which a lot of my work is inspired by wayfaring and navigation and travel. There are layers of woodblock prints here. The background is Rapa Nui pattern, and then there's some of my own patterns and so on that are in here that are making up this particular piece. That's, of course, a condor.
I love that.
Yeah.
And there's so many, I mean, like I said, there are so many different stories that we could talk about these pieces, but we also want to highlight, I mean, she is the moment, this press that you have. We got so excited to come in here and have you do a demonstration for us, because not only, you know, do you have these beautiful works of art, you can also see you make some of that work here. So do you think you could load something up for us and kind of talk us through the process?
Let's do it. Well, I've already inked up this particular image, and that's the ink over there along with the brayer. And so that's been rolled on, the ink's been rolled on.
And just load her up and go through?
Yep. What we're going to do is we're going to put this piece of paper here.
And I feel like we might not have enough time to see the finished product, but what we'll do is have you roll that through the press.
Okay.
And then we'll show everybody a little bit later on too. What's great is you can come here for workshops and learn how to do this yourself. Visit more on the Joe Mack website. And then we're going to show you what we've pressed up here coming up a little bit later on. Have a good day, Tampa Bay. I can't wait to see this. Thanks, John.
Okay.
And we'll get back out to Mariah Harrison. Good morning, live boys in St. Pete Beach. Hey. Hey, good morning. If we had 30 more seconds at Joe Mack Studio, I could have shown you that beautiful print that he put through the press just at the end of the segment. This is how it turned out as promised. So not only can you come to Joe Mack on Corey Avenue and see his work, you can also sign up for workshops, and that website is...
It can either be under johnmccaskill.com
johnmccaskill.com
or Studio Joe Mack.
or StudioJoeMack.com.